Guys, what's going on? We're going to be talking Broncos Chiefs. We're going to be going through our picks week 11. You're not going to want to miss it. This is going to be a fantastic show. I am joined by my good friend and number one Patrick Mahomes fan of all time, Rawhide Media, for you rocking a Jamarcus Russell jersey today.
That's
How are you doing,
100%
man?
correct. 100% correct. This is one of my first actual real jerseys I bought. I got it out of Champs. It was on the rack, I think, for $3 and some change.
Amazing. $3
Yeah.
and some change.
Well, they had to get rid of it. That's when he was terrible, and I don't even know if he was still on the team when they had it on the rack. But yeah, I got it. I got it, bro.
Dude.
And I wear it proudly. I ain't no shame in my game, brother.
Hey, people forget he wasn't on a rookie scale contract, man. He got paid
He
like a
got paid.
10-year veteran.
He did. He did. He did. Well, hey, 100%, 100%. And you're also correct. I am one of the Patrick Mahomes' biggest fans. If he had a fan club, I would think about joining. So, shout out to Pat. Best to ever do it.
Oh, before we get into that matchup, I gotta ask you too, Ra. What is up with the jersey quality these days, man? Because I got like, my Bo Nix jersey's real, my Peyton Manning jersey's real, but it doesn't seem like it's anything nearly as nice as what those Reebok jerseys used to be like, man.
Man, I can't call it. I don't know. What I do know though, and you're right, it's your I had forgot it was Reebok. You're 100% right. Maybe Shaq and AI can get together and maybe get a contract deal or something. I don't know. They're trying to revamp it, but yeah, it ain't the same, man. It ain't the same. I think back then they were going for what, 115, 125.
I know now it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, and now like that salute to service, man. Like I said, I had to give a kidney for that one. So, uh, that was ridiculous.
Can't be charging an arm and a leg
I know, man. It's
for salute to
ridiculous.
service, man.
That's crazy, but yeah, man, I like it, bro. I like it. It has withstood the test of times, but he was a bust. I think what was it, 70 million? Did he get 70? I don't know. It was something like
Probably
that.
something
And
like that, yeah.
I think Sam Darnold was he not Sam Darnold, but
Bradford,
Bradford. I think he was the last one.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard not to just mail it in when you're given 70 million like that without proving anything. But man, this is great. We got the number one Patrick Mahomes hater of all time in the
Hmm.
chat with Patrick Mahomes' biggest fan. Hey, yeah, we're about to get into it, Denver Trav, but man, we signed little Jordan Humphrey here yesterday. We're not happy about it, but maybe he'll help open this offense up, man. He's one of those fringe players on the roster that most of us just hated. And I actually had a dream about this last night. That's how upset I was about it, man. I had people asking in this group at the car wash with me, where is A.T. Perry? Where is A.T. Perry? We haven't seen him at all in 2 years. So, yeah. Anyways, that's for another video, Rawhide. I took another one game on you. Davis
Yeah.
Mills leading that comeback over the Jacksonville Jaguars. 3
Yeah.
games, man.
I I don't know what I can do to get back in this, man. I think you probably either gonna increase the lead this week or because I'm taking a shot in the dark on one of these, but
Oh,
we'll
I
see how it
love
goes.
it. Yeah,
So,
yeah. All right. We got everybody. It's like, yeah, he's a great blocker. I know, I know, I know. Just my heart hurts. Okay,
mm,
okay. So let's go ahead and get into some of these matchups. We are a little pressed for time today. We have lives outside of this, guys. You might be
yeah,
surprised to hear that.
exactly,
But
exactly.
Thursday night, I'm worried about this one, Rawhide. We barely picked the Broncos over the Raiders last week correctly. One of the few we've gotten right all season long. Now you
Hmm.
got the Jets, not on a one game. That's not coming off of a win, rather, but a 2-game winning streak. Going into New England, 13.5-point dogs. They traded away some of their best players. You got, I guess, that bump of everybody coming together last week, playing extra tough, getting the win over the Browns. How are you feeling about this matchup?
Uh,
Where are you going with it?
Well, hopefully this should be easy, but Thursday nights tend not to be easy. I'm going with New England. I think they're rocking and rolling right now. Offense is mid. I call it mid. The eighth, 26 points a game, right? 241 yards passing a game. But that defense, it's not the Broncos. It's not you all, but it's pretty good. I mean, they only allowing 19 points a game, so I'm not. I think that's pretty good. I think again, I say Vrabel is doing a good job this season. I heard them talk earlier on the sports show saying, is it more Vrabel or Drake May? I didn't,
Well,
I
you watch last year's team?
didn't, I know. So I'm like, I don't know what you mean by that. So I thought that was a terrible question. It's obviously Vrabel. So Grable. I keep saying his name wrong. But anyway, so I got to go with the Patriots, bro. I'm going with the Patriots. Nice and easy. Hopefully today.
This is another reason why I'm going with the Patriots, man. It's hard for me to see their special teams being as awful as Cleveland's was last week. And the Jets, I think they had two back-to-back plays where they had a punt return touchdown and a kick return touchdown, right back to back. That made the difference, man, right there. So it's hard for me to see the Jets getting that kind of production from their special teams going against the Patriots. We don't pick the spread here. We don't do that, but I think the Jets could cover this 13.5-point spread
Oh,
on a Thursday night, right?
hey, I was gonna touch on that when you got through. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling a Jets cover.
Oh, I would
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I feel like the Jets may cover, bro.
All right. Now, before we move on, T. Fisher says Rod doesn't like Baker because of his words on other players. I don't like Patrick Mahomes because of the flops. Wow. Um, Another team that has been a ginormous flop this year, it's been the Washington Commanders. I don't think Jane Daniels back for this game, right? Still Marcus Mariota show. Going
Hmm.
up against the Miami Dolphins and Tua, and they beat the Bills, man. They beat the Bills. They dropped out of both of our top tens this past week because of that.
Hmm.
Miami is a 2.5-point favorite against Washington. This is a tough one to pick, Raw. Do you want me to go first,
Yeah,
or do
you can
you
go
want to
first. You
go
go
first,
first. Yeah,
man?
you go first on that one. You go first. Yeah,
I
go
don't
ahead. You
feel
go
good
first.
about it. I don't feel good about it, but I don't like this Miami Dolphins team. I'm not gonna pick them to win, man. So I got to go with the Commanders. The Commanders. They're not a
Mm.
great team either, but this is just kind of the matchup this week where I have crap or crap to choose from, and I'm just going with the slightly better version of crap, which is the Washington Commanders. After getting blown out last week, I think they'll come back and give a really good effort and beat this Dolphins team.
Well, I won't be making up any games here. I agree with you. I got to go with the Commanders, and I'm I'm happy to see that the Commanders are what we thought they were. Now, I didn't know their defense was that bad, the Commanders.
Yeah.
So that gives me some cause for pause, right? I mean, they're like 30th in the league in yards allowed. So if they can't get to Tua, they can't get to Tua, him and his timing routes. So Dolphins may have a chance, but I'm going to lean on the Commanders, bro, and I got them winning this game. Now, T. Fishes, if it's a quarterback I don't like, that's the Miami Dolphins quarterback. Absolutely cannot stand him. That's about it. Hey, somebody might. No, I shouldn't say that, but yeah, I can't stand him.
I don't like him either, man.
Yeah,
You convinced me. I'm a Tua
yeah,
hater now, man.
yeah. I am a Tua hater.
All right, let's talk about a fun matchup this week. Tampa Bay Buccaneers going up against the Buffalo Bills after dropping one to the Miami Dolphins. They should be ashamed of themselves. I hate this Buffalo team. You don't know what you're going to get from week to week. Tampa Bay, tough loss to New England, but they gave a good effort. Right now, I'm taking a look at their injury report. It's looking like Bucky Irving is doubtful, along with Chris Godwin. That sucks. Also, Vita Vea is questionable, and their guard, Brent Brendanson, and Antoine Winfield Jr. On the Buffalo side of things, do they have any? Well,
Shaq Thompson, I guess he's questionable.
oh, dude, they got so many defensive guys on the injury report right now.
Yeah.
But if Shakir misses, that will be huge, along with Kincaid. Those would be a couple guys to watch. But Ra, I'll tell you right now, man. Oh man, I really want to pick Tampa Bay. I really want to pick Tampa Bay. I really want to do it. I'm kind of scared, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna pick Tampa Bay. I think.
Okay.
I think that they're a tier above the Buffalo Bills, and they can get it done on the road, man. They can get it done on the road. Baker can get it done.
I can understand your hesitation in this pick. I went back and forth on this pick. Also, I'm going to lean on the Bills. I'm going to take the Bills for the win. I think there's more pressure on the Bills to win the game than it is the Bucks. I think the Bucks got the division in hand, do they not? I think they got the division.
I mean,
in
dude,
hand,
all those other teams suck. Falcons, Saints.
Carolina's second with 5-5, bro. So, yeah, as far as making it to the playoffs, this game is less important to the Buccaneers than it is the Bills. So I'm going to go with the Bills. And shout out to the Bills, bro. There's one thing about that defense is terrible, but I guess you gotta produce a lot of yardage a game if your defense is bad, bro. They second in the league, damn near 400 yards a game. So I'm gonna go with Josh Allen, aka I wanted to call him Megatron. I just call him a Transformer.
The Transformer, I like that. I like to call him the best quarterback in the NFL, right?
Okay.
I can't do that. I can't do it because I'm not even one of those. Even though I said a couple weeks ago, dude, I'll still stay in Lamar Jackson's corner. Although it's been a hard year to be a Lamar Jackson fan. But with how the Steelers bent over last week, man, played some of their worst football. That you're right, Rod. They could come back and win this division.
Yep. You're right. So yeah. So you got the Bucks. I got the Bills. So this is a game I can come up on.
Yes. Yes,
All
it
right.
is. Yes, it
Golly.
is. Honestly, I'm surprised the Chargers are only 2.5-point favorites on the road against Jacksonville, man. This Jacksonville team, they're such frauds. I hate them so much. And blowing leads, turnovers. Travis Hunter tore his LCL out for the year. They got Jacoby Myers, just another cursed franchise. Trevor Lawrence is not that good at football.
Oh,
Rawhide, when are they going to stop paying these quarterbacks
oh.
that aren't elite? I mean, this contract, the Tua contract, there's been a few others. When are we going to stop doing that? When is the bridge contract going to come back? Like a Kirk Cousins, $30 million a year for 3 years, man.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. No, I'm with you on that. Dave, I gotta ask you. I gotta ask you. So, Jags quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence. Is he top 15 at least? Is he better than Tua?
Oh man, is he better than Tua?
Yeah. Would you think he's better than Tua?
I guess by the eye test. I'm not sure how it looks like when you're measuring with the stats, but it's hard for me to say you put Tua on the Jaguars, they're a better team, than Trevor Lawrence on the Dolphins, and they're a better team, right? Right?
I think if Trevor Lawrence on the Dolphins, they're a better team.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think. But dude, he's kind of a turnover machine as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he threw 7 picks.
Okay, maybe I have a bias against left-handed quarterbacks too.
No, that's fine. No,
you gotta be tall and you gotta be right-handed to be successful in this league.
See, is he better than CJ Stroud?
Trevor Lawrence? No.
Okay. All right. Then.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
I got
CJ
you. Okay.
Stroud.
I was just trying to see where you had him at, so I can. Okay. I think I got an idea of how you view him. Yeah. I mean, I'm not. So who you picking at first? Before we go too far,
Oh,
you pick.
yeah, my bad. I felt like an idiot for well, I did end up picking the Chargers, but I was rooting hard for the Steelers. I felt like an idiot for thinking the Steelers would give them a chance.
Hmm.
Uh, Chargers absolutely obliterated them, even with these injuries, man. I forget that they're coached by Jim Harbaugh, and their brand of football is inevitable. So,
Hmm.
Jim Harbaugh team going up against a Liam Cohen coach team. I'm going with the Chargers. I don't care about them going all the way from the West Coast to the East Coast. This is a team that should take care of business. And yeah, put the pressure on the Broncos right now because we're talking about the Chiefs. Like they could still win the division, and I am a part of that. But we forget the Chargers are in second place right now. It's not the Chiefs.
Okay. All right. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, you got the Chargers. I am also going to go with the Chargers. I
Okay,
did pause on this game too, be honest with you. I
really?
mean, the Chargers minus 2.5. It opened at minus 1.5. So apparently Vegas thought it was gonna be kind of close too. I did pause, bro. I guess I'm a little higher on Trevor Lawrence than you are. But let me also say this though. After listening to you speak about Trevor Lawrence, I had to take a step back and think about my eval of Trevor Lawrence because generally speaking, when I speak on the man, I say, you know what I'm saying, it's early and he's gonna get there. But he's been in the league a minute. And I forget that.
Right, right. Because
Yeah.
they've been irrelevant. They've been irrelevant. You forget he's been around.
Yeah, he has been in the league for a minute. So I had to. I was like, oh, I was like, I can't really use that. Because for some reason it feels like he's still developing. I don't.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
I don't know if the listeners. I don't know if you see what I'm saying with that. I just when I hear Trevor, I'm like, okay, well, he's still developing. He got a chance, but nah, he's been in the league. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Chargers. All that being said, I'm gonna go with the Chargers. But man, you really rocked how I kind of look at Trevor Lawrence. You made me kind of take a step back.
Oh man, hey, the measuring stick changes when you get a second contract, a big second
Yeah,
contract.
you're right.
You
You're
know,
right.
the
You're
measuring
right.
stick change. I can deal with Trevor Lawrence on a rookie deal. Oh yeah. Hey, hey, I love Bo Nix right now.
Yeah.
If we were paying Bo Nix 70 million a year, the tone of my channel is different right now.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? He has such he has such physical traits that you just like. He's kind of Justin Herberty, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm like man, traits. I mean, if you was gonna put if he, a traditional quarterback in a machine and it spit out, it's gonna spit out Trevor Lawrence and or Justin Herbert.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's what they're gonna look like. It's just kind of sad that you're not getting everything that you need to get out of him. And he's mobile. People forget he's a dual threat quarterback.
Yes. You can run the ball.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess that's why I get hung up on him. But I didn't mean to be long on that. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Chargers also.
All right. Well, I got it written down. Sorry, Jacksonville. Another season of disappointment. N- Another matchup of just disappointing franchises, dude. The Carolina Panthers lost 17-7 at home last week to the New Orleans Saints. We both picked the Panthers to beat them, man. After they go in and they win in Lambeau and they're looking good, you never know what you're gonna get. The Atlanta Falcons, I can't even remember what they did last week. They played the Colts tough, right? It went
Hmm.
into overtime. They couldn't finish the job. I missed overtime, so I don't know what happened there. But the Colts get the win. Rawhide, how are you feeling about these teams? Do you feel good enough about Michael Penix and the Falcons in a division matchup to justify them getting the win and maybe covering at 3.5?
Uh, no, No, I do not. As a matter of fact, I think this is the game that I was talking to you about. Yeah, I got to go with the Panthers in this game. I'm going with the Panthers. And I guess I would also pose a question to you. I know it's his first season. Do you fire Raheem Morris if he loses this game?
Oh, this is his second season.
Oh, is it second season? Yeah, it is. I'm my fault. My fault. I forgot Michael Penix first season. Do you fire him after if they lose to the Panthers?
Oh man, really? Well, then they would go to 3-7. Dude, it's hard for me that to see the Panthers or the Falcons in this situation right now. I think we all thought that they would be better with the talent that they got on offense and how they invested in the defense. Hey, shout out to James Pierce. Like, I think that he's kind of coming along, but you might have to consider it, man. The problem is right now, Rawhide, who are you going to hire? Who are you going to hire right now? Who are these hot coaches that need jobs? I mean, you got Mike McCarthy. He might be the best one right now available. Maybe Bill O'Brien wants to jump ship from Boston College and get back into coaching, but I don't know if people feel good about him being a head coach, maybe more of like an OC at the NFL level coming back from college.
I don't.
You got the Giants job that I think people are gonna want. I think that's got to be the top job. They should. I mean, I never thought this, but I guess they should have just hired Bill Belichick,
Who's that?
the Falcons, like 2
Oh,
years ago.
yeah, maybe so.
Would you pull the trigger?
I'm not intimate enough in that organization to know well, from our perspective, the minor details,
Mm-hmm.
but just from a macro sense, I I think you gotta let them go, man. They are bad, and I think it's worse to be inconsistent than to be bad. I'd rather them just be sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, which they are record wise, but they'll jump up and win this game. And I know it's just the NFL. I mean, it's kind of if a Falcons fans listen to me and they like Raheem Morris, what they saying is, bro, you can say that about a lot of NFL teams. But piggybacking on some of the things that you said, I feel like this team got enough talent on it. They
Yeah.
shouldn't look like this.
Yeah.
And my
It
question is
should
why?
not, dude. Dude, they haven't won a game in like a month. They lost 4 straight games.
100%, bro. 100%. I mean, you losing to Miami, bro. Miami. Come on now. I I need to look. Well, I should look up their stats on penalties as far as
With
what
those
rate
running
they.
backs they got, they shouldn't. I think at the very worst, they should be around 500, right? But they're not even sniffing that right now with a running game, dude.
Yeah, and I know y'all like Penix. I think that was the biggest mistake they made.
Well, it's not looking good, man.
Well, and not because I think Penix is a bad quarterback. I just don't. I just think they failed when they signed Kirk Cousins to all that money, and then they drafted a quarterback.
Yeah, it made no sense.
Yeah, it made no sense.
Dude, Michael Penix's completion percentage lower than Bo Nix.
What is it? What is it?
It's 58.8.
Ugh.
I think Bo Nix is around like 62 or 63.
Ugh. That's nasty, man.
For a pocket passer, you got to be better than that.
Yeah, you gotta be a lot better than that. Oh my god, that's just nasty.
That's terrible, man.
Oh, and he got weapons, Dave.
I know, dude. He's got a ton of weapons. There's no excuse. There's no excuse.
No, it ain't.
But yeah, I don't know where you go here if you're the Falcons, man. I don't know who you look to hire. Hey, conspiracy theory time.
What's that?
People are saying there might be a lot of Texas decommits soon. Maybe Sark's looking to parlay this thing into an NFL job with the Titans or the Falcons. I'd pick the Falcons over the Titans.
Do you think Stark is an NFL type of head coach?
Uh,
I guess the second
I don't
question
know.
is, do you think Stark is even a good head coach? I think that's a better question.
Well, I do think he's a good head coach. I think he's a really good head coach. Now he's got his flaws, you know, and they kind of don't win the big game, right? You know,
Uh,
but that's less of an issue at the NFL level, man. You
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah. It's a lot more managerial type of stuff as from a head coach's perspective, I believe,
hmm
in the NFL than it is in college. You know, in college you really need to be able to be a teacher and a builder, a developer. I think pro is more aligned in managing personalities.
yeah,
But so I I don't know, maybe I personally don't know if he's a good coach or not. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't know if he's a good coach, head coach. I just don't know
yeah. I guess as Dom's pointing out, we'll see
it. You know.
if Arch develops. That might be a good indicator.
Yeah. But I guess the problem I got with him is less quarterback oriented. I'm I have more game calling the game. Well, yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah. I
yeah.
have more problems with that. I'm like, why'd you do that? Why did y'all do that? Why didn't you just do that? When I watch him, I have a lot of that. When I watch that team, now I don't know, you know what I'm saying, how it goes into it and how they play or whatever. But just from the outside looking in, I'm like, I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I guess really flawed could give us a good
Yeah, she could give us a better.
assessment
Yeah,
on Sark. Now, Williams saying here, I'm late to the show, but Texas getting stomped this weekend. UGA in a rout. I live in Texas. Don't tell my family. Oh, sorry, Squirt. The word's
uh,
out.
yep, it is. It
I'm
is.
going with the Panthers in this one,
Yeah.
man. They're
What?
5-5.
I cannot believe that. I can't believe it. I do not believe that.
But yeah, dude. Man, I'm going with the Panthers. I'm going with the Panthers. The Falcons, they got to come back from Germany. They have to come back from Germany. The Panthers, they win one, they lose one, they win one, they lose one. They lost one last week. They're going to win it.
I for sure thought you was gonna pick the Falcons.
Dude, I
I would have
want to
bet
pick the
that.
Falcons. I want to pick the Falcons. I want to, but yeah, Ra, you convinced me they're even worse than I thought, man. They
I
haven't
am
won a game
bro.
since like September, man. Like,
Yeah, they're pretty bad. But I am surprised because you don't care for the the Panthers at all.
dude, I do not, man. I
Yeah,
still think that they're like a phony 5-5, but
yeah.
I'll take that over just a disappointment of a team right now, the Atlanta Falcons.
I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Well, okay. Well, sound like both of us got the Panthers on that game.
We do.
I can't believe it though. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Dude, Falcons suck, man. Dude,
Oh,
they suck. Now this, oh man, I got to get your thoughts on this, man. Dude, Green Bay, these fans are losing their minds.
yeah, I heard.
They are losing their minds. They lost 10-7 to the Eagles, and they want LaFleur out of there. Do you think that's crazy? Do you think it's
Yeah, that's
justified?
crazy. No, that's crazy, bro.
Dude, I
It's
think it's
crazy.
crazy too.
That's crazy, bro. The consumption of sports in 2025 is disgusting to me. Everything. Oh my God. The recency bias on everything is just insane. Hey, you win one game, the best ever. You lose one game. I mean, you play good, he's the best ever. If you the same best ever, if you lose a game, bad game, he's the worst. He's trash. Yup. bro. It's nauseating to even hear people talk about some teams, bro. It just wears me out. Now, I will say this though: when you go trade away first round draft picks and you go get you an edge rusher that's supposed to be the best thing since Lawrence Taylor, and you're losing 2 games in a row, it kind of I could see some frustration here. I mean, Jerry, I, I, I see why you didn't pay him.
That's
So,
right. That's
so,
right, man.
but I'm just saying, roster management in the NFL is extremely important. It is not college football. Roster management, man, you got to be able to manage a roster. Now, but to the game, I'm going to have to go with the Packers. If Scatterboo and Dart was playing, I would have went with the Giants. But you gotta go with the Packers because New York, Jameis Winston is playing. That defense is probably gonna get 2 or 3 picks. Type of pressure that Parsons that he's good at to put on. They're gonna be up, so New York's gonna have to throw the ball, which means opportunities for sacks. I guess a prop bet. I would pick Parsons over 2 sacks, over 2.5. So I take him. I think he's probably gonna get 3 sacks this game. Yeah, I think they're gonna get walloped. John's gonna get walloped, bro.
Lord, deliver me from pick sixes. I love that line from Jameis, man. I'm so happy that he's getting the start. He should have been the backup quarterback, dude. They should have never brought in Russell Wilson here. But, that's all done now. I would like to think that the Giants will play hard with Brian Daboll being fired, but they still got Shane Bowen on the staff. And that's a huge issue. This could be a nice little get-right game for the Packers on the road. We'll have to see. But, man, if the Packers are dumb enough to fire LaFleur, man, I could see them being bad for a real long time.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So give me the Packers. They're a desperate team right now. They're third in the division. Who would have thought that?
Yeah. Now, before the Packers acquisition, I did have the Packers missing the playoffs this year.
I love that.
No, I did. I did have them missing the playoffs this year before the Parsons acquisition. But it would do my heart some joy if the Packers did miss the playoffs. That means I could dance on somebody's grave and tell them I told you so. I told you so. But yeah, it's not looking that way. The Giants gonna get it up, bro. They're gonna get it up. Packers gonna win and make it in.
Yeah, well, I got a few comments to get here. Outsiders saying, did y'all hear Sark didn't want Ewers to leave, which was forced out by the Texas Boosters, and that's why Sark could want out? Interesting. Dude, my brother-in-law, Tommy, he's a Panthers fan. He's in the chat, Raw. He's saying, let's go Panthers.
Man,
And
sorry to hear that.
I know. He keeps on telling me I need to choose another team. But then the next week they go and win after they lose.
It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's a tough cycle to be in, man.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Is there any chance Parsons is adapting poorly to a new system? Well, he's kind of been hurt, right? And
yeah, I mean, he has generated some pressure. Let's don't act like he did. He hasn't. I mean, that last game, he had my man Jalen Hurts running a few times, forcing him out the pocket. I just don't think for what you pay him and what you get, I don't like it. Now I pay Myles Garrett.
uh-huh.
I guess that's me. I'm a more of a Myles Garrett type of end guy than Michael Parsons.
It's kind of smaller edges. Yeah. I understand. Abdul Carr is not making a good justification for those smaller edges right now.
Yeah.
All right, Cincinnati. Is Joe Burrow playing this week?
Nope.
Okay. Division matchup, Steelers. Okay. What are their records? Steelers favored by 5.5. Cincinnati's 3-6. Pittsburgh's 5-4. Pittsburgh got demolished last week. I guess I'll go with the Steelers. I guess Cincinnati's on a 2-game losing streak to the Jets and the Bears.
Who's the quarterback now for the? Is Flacco playing?
Yeah, for the Bengals if Joe Burrow's not back yet. Let me check the injury report.
Yeah, he's not on it. He's not on it.
Oh,
he's questionable though, but I think he's gonna play. Isn't he?
Yeah, he's got to play.
Yeah,
but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm going with Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I'm going with Pittsburgh too. Steelers again. Every game is the playoff game now for the Steelers. It's unfortunate. I think the head coach, this is last year in Pittsburgh. That offense just, I mean, they 20th in the league in scoring, 23rd. And that offense is just bad, not good at all. Let's just call it what it is. Defense is starting. Looks like they starting to turn it on, but they still giving up the most yards in the league a game, 269 yards, which again calls for pause. Those weapons that the Bengals have out there. If the Bengals won this game, I would not be surprised.
No,
I wouldn't be surprised. But I'm with you. I'm going with the Steelers, bro.
Dude, this is Mike Tomlin's last year. The Giants need to do everything in their power to get him, man.
Yeah, you know, I heard that the other day. Somebody was discussing that.
No,
they were saying, but they were saying that Tomlin, they don't see Tomlin making a move if those things play out where the Steelers want to go in a different direction. That with what they got, Gutekunst there at the Giants, that Tomlin wouldn't want to be there under him. Brian Gutekunst, the GM.
Oh no, his name's
Do I got it mixed up?
Yeah, it's Shane. Joe Shane.
Joe Shane. Yeah, that's right. Joe Shane. Oh, my bad. Joe Shane then. But where's Gutekunst at? Where is he at?
Yeah, I don't know.
Where is Gutekunst at?
I don't know. Okay. Dude, the Tennessee Titans suck, man. Cam Ward's getting worse every week. Houston Texans. I think CJ Stroud's supposed to play this week. But even if he doesn't, dude, I'm going with the Texans. Number 1 defense in the league. Going up against Cam Ward. It ain't looking good. It ain't looking good for Cam Ward and the Titans. People are starting to say he might be a bust now, man, with how bad he's playing. CJ Stroud's questionable. Yeah, I'm going with the Texans. Are you a Davis Mills believer now?
No. They're just Jack's just dumb. Oh, my bad. Hey. Gutekunst, Packers, but that's not how you say his name.
Gutekunst or something.
Yeah.
Leave it to the Packers to have some sort of very German name, right?
But on the game though, back to the game. This is not a.
Dude, Cam Ward has 5 passing touchdowns and 6 interceptions on
Texans,
the year, bro.
Yeah, Texans gonna run through this game, bro. It ain't. I don't think it's much there on that at all. You should be happy they fired the head coach a few weeks, so that just validates everything you think about him.
Oh yeah. That guy had no business being a head coach.
And that Texans defense. Who you like the best, the Broncos or the Texans defense? Which one?
Dude, I gotta go with the Broncos, man. You know why? Pass rush, baby. 46 sacks.
Yeah. Texans only got 22, so yeah. That's pretty doggone good, bro. Yeah, that's good. But that Texas defense is good. I thought they'd have more sacks than what they do, but apparently not. They're 3rd in picks though. They got 10 picks for the season.
Yeah,
but
they got a secondary.
Cam Ward, I feel sorry for you, brother. You're gonna have a tough out this coming up weekend.
Yeah, and I have very little faith, dude, that they'll be able to hire a good enough head coach to coach you next year too. It ain't gonna look good. Texans, they got this one. They keep their playoff hopes alive. And now we
What
can
about
move.
Sark? What about Sark to the Texans?
Okay. If we're talking Sark to the Titans, I'm cool with
You know,
that.
Titans. Yeah, Sark to the Titans.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Do people really have expectation in Tennessee? You know,
Low, if any.
well, yeah. I mean, that's how bad Brian Callahan was, dude. That guy didn't even last a year and a half in Tennessee.
That's sad.
I know.
Sad. That's sad.
I want to
sad.
see it though. I want to see it. Okay. Chicago Bears against the Minnesota Vikings. Rawhide. I'm a believer in Ben Johnson and these Bears.
Oh my God, you sound like really flawed.
Oh yeah. And remember from our Tuesday show, they don't have a great defense statistically, but they get a ton of turnovers. They're playing with mojo. They've had some big wins, big comebacks. Caleb Williams not turning the ball over, not getting sacked. The offense is coming into form. They got a running game. Bears over Minnesota Vikings. It's the only play you can make here. JJ McCarthy, trash. Caleb Williams, good. That's really what it comes down to, baby.
Oh my God. So you got the Bears.
I got the Bears.
Okay. Just because of you all's love for the Bears, I know my Caleb Williams, me wanting to rail against that so hard. If you all are listening to me, please take the Vikings in a double-digit win. Can y'all do that for me? Take the Vikings in a double-digit win. Then we can put all this to rest. We don't have this don't have to be spoke on anymore. Hey, Vikings minus 10.5. I'm sorry, 9.5. I'm going Vikings, bro.
Wow.
Oh my God. Yes, please. Please, Vikings.
You can't handle it. You can't handle
the love for Caleb. I'm like, he is playing okay. As a matter of fact, as a first round draft pick and what they have tried to do around him, I would even be a little disappointed. Yeah. And just wait to the post game so the head coach can come out there and talk about how they thought that they had it and they didn't see it right and there'd be disagreements, bro. Guys, just wait. Just wait. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Just wait. Just wait. I'm telling you now, bro. Mark it down. Mark it down. Hit the B on your keypad so we can mark it down.
Oh man, I love this. All right, dude. Bears, Vikings. I'm gonna go up 4 games this week, baby. Let's go.
Oh my God. I am so yeah, please.
Dude, CJ Gardner-Johnson transforming the defense. Okay. I want to leave us some time to talk about Broncos Chiefs, so let's get through these real quickly.
Okay.
Niners against the Cardinals. Don't feel great about this, but I'm going with the better head coach. I'm going with Shanny. Take care of business. Niners over Cardinals. Where are you going?
Totally agree. I got the Niners over the Cardinals. I'm surprised that it's just minus 2.5.
Yeah. Matchup of the week right here, probably.
Agree.
Los Angeles Rams, Seattle Seahawks, both my 2 and 3 number teams in the power rankings. I think they're both within your top 5, right?
Yep.
And they're both really, really good, but I'll take the home team. I'm kind of surprised that LA is a 3.5 point favorite, and this isn't like a 1.5 point spread going into this matchup. But I'm going to go with LA Rams strictly because they're home. I'm not trying to overthink this. I think they're both very evenly matched teams. So give them the slight advantage for playing in LA.
Yeah. Well, I'm going with the Seahawks because I don't think the Rams have a home field advantage with any team. So I'm going with the Seahawks in the win. Sam Darnold continue his trek for the MVP.
Dude, I love that. I'd be happy if Seattle wins. I like both of these teams. Now, I don't like both of these teams. Kansas City, 3.5 point favorites on the road, playing Denver. Now, Rawhide, we got some serious injuries.
You want to do them last?
Yeah, let's do them last. Okay,
Okay, then.
we'll do
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Baltimore, Cleveland. This shouldn't even be a conversation right now. Why is this not a double-digit spread? It's because it's on the road.
Yep.
Ravens.
Yep. I'm right there with you, Ravens.
You think we see
Uh,
Shore in this game?
is he not playing? I thought is he not playing?
Oh, well, I mean, Dylan Gabriel is going to start,
Okay.
but
Well, yeah, you might see Shador this game. I figured I thought I heard saw somewhere, but maybe not. But yeah, I got the Ravens, but I also got Cleveland may cover, Dave.
really,
Ravens deep, bro. That defense still cheeks, bro.
yeah. How many points did they give up last week?
Yeah, that defense still cheeks, bro. The Ravens they gave up.
19 to
Uh,
the Vikings.
yeah. Yep. 19 to the Vikings. And Vikings had a whole that game. It wasn't because of the Ravens; it was because the Vikings. I think JJ McCarthy lost his mind. I was like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so don't be surprised if the Browns cover.
Okay. Okay. And then we got Detroit against Philly. That will be a fun
Ooh.
one.
Well, let me say this. I got the Eagles to win. Let me
Yeah,
also say this. Hey, immediately, Philly, when the season's over, I don't care what you got to do, get rid of AJ Brown.
dude, this guy's the ultimate vibe killer, man.
Yeah, get rid of AJ Brown, bro. Just get rid of him, man. And I'm not even saying the stuff that he says. If y'all not aware what happened, apparently he was playing a video game or whatever, talking to his partner. He had to respond because he said, "Take me out of your fantasy." Basically saying he's not gonna do anything. So just get rid of him, man. He is. Please get rid of him, man.
Yeah, sorry, Lawrence, but we're going with Philly. Detroit
Yeah,
might fall out of the top 10 if they don't show up, okay? Just
mm,
kidding. They probably won't.
yeah.
Um,
Send him to send him to the Broncos.
dude, that's right. That's right. We'll take them. We'll take them and win a Super Bowl. We'll throw the ball to them. All right,
Oh,
Dallas Cowboys against Raiders, dude. Cowboys.
Cowboys, easy,
Cowboys. Okay.
easy.
Cowboys. Let's get to the real matchup, dude, right here. This could be for the division. If the Broncos win this game, man, they'll be 3 games up on Kansas City. Kansas City will fall to 5-5. Denver will go to 9-2. But if they win, obviously, it gets a lot closer to the Chiefs. But the Broncos, man, we got some big injuries. I'm not sure if Pat Surtain will play. Right now, I'm expecting him not to. J.K. Dobbins was a DNP with a foot injury, so he might not play. Those are 2 substantial injuries, and our inside linebacker, Alex Singleton, had surgery to remove a testicular cancer tumor on Monday, I think it was. So
Mm-hmm.
he's going to miss this game. He should be good to go after our bye week, which is coming up after this game. But those are 3 impact players for us that we're not going to have against Kansas City. I wouldn't feel nearly as good about this game on the if we were on the road right now with those kinds of injuries. Okay, nope, But Rawhide, we're tied for the longest winning streak in the NFL. I'll need to see us lose before I predict us to lose, man. I'm going Broncos. Last time we had the mini bye week last year, Bo Nix had a terrible performance against the New Orleans Saints. Then he went out and carved up, albeit the Atlanta Falcons, but he threw for like well over 300 yards, like 4 touchdowns, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to need Bo Nix to play well to win this game. We can't have Raiders version Bo Nix. We can't have Jets game version Bo Nix. We need Dallas Cowboys, Giants fourth quarter, Eagles fourth quarter. We need that kind of Bo Nix. Good news is that Bo Nix has played well in his 2 matchups against the Chiefs. And really the only one that mattered last year was the one against Arrowhead, and he played well. So homer pick, absolutely. But there's one thing statistically to hold hold this pick on. It's our pass rush. 46 sacks. Everybody's healthy on the defensive line. That's where Kansas City could have some real issues.
Wow. You all, this game is a playoff game, especially for Kansas City. On you all's end, it's what makes it extremely important, not necessarily from a record standpoint, for the division standpoint, on the head-to-head, and you all are at home.
Mm-hmm.
So you would think that if y'all at least split, you think you need this victory here.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to pick against Kansas City because I know, and I think Kansas City also understands that a loss here is probably a loss that may keep you out of the playoffs. Period. Right? Who cares about the division? It's a problem. It may be a playoff eliminating
They could have the
loss.
same record as the Carolina Panthers after this game. You know,
the same. That's insane, right? So, all that being said, man, is Simmons back? Do you know if Simmons back? I don't see him on the.
Is it Simmons?
Yeah, their tight end. I don't know if he's back or not. But if that offensive line needs to come and play, 46 sacks you all have gotten this year is outstanding. So that's the only thing that makes me nervous. Is he going to be under duress the whole game?
Mm-hmm.
Now, clearly, it sounds like I am leaning towards Kansas City, which is who I'm going to pick. But I don't feel comfortable about it simply because I don't know if Kansas City can block the Broncos.
Yeah, we don't know.
I don't know if they can block the Broncos.
Hey, for what it's worth, Chiefs didn't put out an injury report yesterday. Or I guess they don't have anybody on the injury report because it only shows the Broncos injuries on their website. That's weird.
Okay. So
I would assume their tackle is back.
All right. A loss here, they would be tied with Houston and Baltimore with 5 losses. Now, they beat the Ravens, so they'd be above the Ravens because of the head-to-head. You know, you talk about being 9th or 10th in the playoff hunt. This is a critical game for the Kansas City Chiefs, bro. Critical game. But so because of that, I think they're gonna come up and play out of desperation and pull this game off. I don't feel good about it at all. I don't feel good about it at so.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna have massive anxiety throughout this whole game. And I think, you know, Vic's saying it here. I think the first team to 20 points wins this game. He's saying 22-20 Broncos. Bonito sacks end zone. Mahomes in the end zone for a safety. Game over. Yeah, we might see some good punting in this game with how both offenses have been a little bit inconsistent, albeit I think Kansas City's is much more stock up right now than the Broncos offense. So, yeah, can Kansas City block?
The Broncos, yeah.
Can the Broncos get somewhat of an offense? RJ Harvey, he's going to be the guy with Dobbins out, man. So I've had some issues with how Sean Payton's kind of handled him a little bit because he's kind of been kind of a tell to the defense on what's going on when they have him in the game. But I want to see Bo Nix under center, man. Giving some handoffs to RJ Harvey from under center instead of just out of the gun. I want to see what he can do from some traditional run looks, man. And not a ton of usage this year, although he's been very, very efficient in his usage. So I'm pumped to see what he can do if he gets, you know, a couple drives, and hopefully he can, you know, start finding a rhythm after that. But Kansas City, man, one thing in which you've been right, Raw, is that their defense is better than what I thought it would be after what they all lost last year, and it just goes to show, man, the talent evaluation and coaching there on the defensive side is top notch. So yeah, first team to 20 wins.
What was the score? How many points did I say Tuesday? What needs to happen? That they need to get. They keep them under 20. What did I say to keep the Chiefs?
I don't know.
I don't know, but it was similar to what Vic said.
Most of these games end up like 20-17 and stuff like that. That's just how these games always go. So, man, I can't wait. The discourse on Bo Nix online has just been insane, over the last week or so. And one thing I like about Bo Nix, that dude is not on social media. That's what I love to see out of your quarterback, man. Stay off social media, and let's hope, man, he can lock in. He can lock in.
Hey, can I ask you something real quick?
Yeah.
What do you think about Rashid Rice?
Dude, I really like him. Not as a person. I think he's a very good wide receiver, man. I was a big fan of him coming out of SMU, and I was devastated when the Chiefs got him, man, because he's a really good wide receiver. So, to me, he still might not be like a household name, like A.J. Brown or Justin Jefferson, maybe not in that sort of tier, but I think he is a legitimate wide receiver one.
That's what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you that. Do you think he's no matter who team he's on, he's a number one receiver?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he's really good. I think he's better than Zay Worthy. Definitely.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah, hands down.
Yeah.
Hands down.
But another thing about this matchup, of course, has been stopping Travis Kelce. Jade Barron, he will be primarily matched up on Kelce. And that's going to be a fun matchup because he's done really well shutting down these tight ends outside of that 30-yard catch from Brock Bowers, but we never heard from him again. We never heard from Brock Bowers after that. So can we limit Travis Kelce to less than 50 yards and no touchdowns? If that's the case, man, I like our odds, man, even with Pat Surtain probably not playing this week. Even with Pat Surtain. Again, it's going to all come down to this pass rush. Zach Allen, dude. Top 10 player in the NFL. This guy, I think he's only behind Aaron Donald when it comes to the quarterback hurries and pressures within the same span of games in his career or something like that. I heard. So, dude, this guy's underrated, man. People don't talk about Zach Allen, but he is a menace there. And pound for pound, man, he's better than Chris Jones right now.
Say what now?
Yeah, he's better than Chris Jones. He's better than Chris Jones, especially Chris Jones taking plays off now. He's won enough Super Bowls to try every play.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. I mean, I don't know I don't know what to say to that. I'm just gonna say, okay. All right.
Dude, perfect. So, all that being said, Rawhide, man, this could be a game. This could be a week in which, hey, you find yourself back tied up with me. We got a handful of different picks. I could take another couple games on you with how things go.
Yeah,
so
yeah. If this doesn't go, 100%. If this doesn't go well, yeah, it's probably over. I probably can't catch you if it doesn't go well for me. I will say Zach Allen is the type of defensive end I like.
Yes,
I like them tight, but so it is what it is. You say he's better than Chris Jones. He may be this season. He may be this season.
Yeah.
He got 6 sacks on the year.
Yeah, he'll get double digits, man. But yeah, he makes the whole thing happen. The whole engine go. Zach Allen, baby. So, Rawhide, what you got on the rest of your channel again for the rest of the week? Thanks again for joining. This is always always a good time, man.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Well, for the rest of the week, I don't think I have anything per se. I guess the next scheduled thing will be ours on Tuesday. But I've been reducing the live show. drastically.
Uh,
It's only so much my brain can deal with. You know what I mean? So.
no, man, I feel that. I feel that, man. Well, guys, yeah, we'll be back talking Tuesday. Hopefully, the Broncos will be there right up there at number 1 in my power rankings this week. Oh my God, wouldn't that just be so great if I can put them at 1? We'll have to see. But until then, guys, we'll be back soon. Have a wonderful day. Go Broncos. Go Broncos.